Hello my dear friends. Me David Nolan, with a new history topic in our channel. Who was John Adams? John Adams was one of the founding fathers of the United States of America and the second leader of the country. Before turning into the president, he had filled in as the main VP of the United States under President George Washington. He was a knowledgeable and insightful man known for his political ways of thinking. The main promoter of American autonomy, he assumed a vital part in convincing Congress to proclaim freedom and aided Thomas Jefferson draft the Affirmation of Independence in 1776. He was an Enlightenment political scholar and abolitionist who fervently went against servitude. Brought into the world as the child of a rancher and shoemaker, Adams rose from his humble beginnings to turn into a certified legal counselor in the wake of getting instruction from a renowned school. From right off the bat, he had confidence in the ideal of opportunity for all and became associated with the loyalist cause and drove the American development for freedom from Great Britain. He additionally became dynamic in legislative issues and was chosen the main VP in 1789 under President Washington. He then, at that point, succeeded Washington as the leader of the U.S. in 1797. His accomplishments as the president, which generally went unrecognized during his time, acquired more noteworthy acknowledgment in current occasions. Adolescence and early life. John Adams Jr. was brought into the world on October 30, 1735, in Braintree, Massachusetts Bay, British America, to John Adams Sr. also, Susanna Boylston. He had two more youthful siblings. His dad functioned as a rancher and shoemaker and filled in as a Congregationalist minister. Adams was exceptionally near his dad and was loaded with acclaim for him. He went to Harvard College at age 16 out of 1751 and graduated in 1755 with a Bachelor of Arts. He functioned as an educator for quite a while and afterward chose to turn into an attorney. He proceeded to contemplate law in the workplace of James Putnam, the main legal counselor in Worcester, and procured a graduate degree from Harvard in 1758. He was conceded to the bar in 1761. Career of John Adams. John Adams was a loyalist and before long turned into a main figure in the American autonomy development. He unequivocally went against the Stamp Act of 1765 and upbraided the go-about as invalid before the Massachusetts lead representative and his gathering. He rose to unmistakable quality after this occurrence. He was chosen for the Massachusetts Assembly in 1770 and addressed the state at the principal Mainland Congress in 1774. He consistently upheld autonomy for America from the frontier rule and offered a goal that added up to a presentation of freedom from Great Britain in May 1776. The Congress endorsed his goal and selected him, alongside Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, Robert R. Livingston, and Roger Sherman, to draft the announcement. John Adams helped Thomas Jefferson in drafting the Announcement of Independence. America, at last, received the Declaration on July 4, 1776, proclaiming autonomy from Great Britain. He was before long serving on upwards of 90 boards of trustees in the new autonomous government. Furthermore, he was additionally picked to fill in as the top of the leading body of war and ordnance in 1777. In this position, he buckled down for as long as 18 hours per day, dominating the subtleties of raising, preparing, and handling a military under regular citizen control. In 1779, he worked alongside Samuel Adams and James Bowdoin to draft the Massachusetts Constitution. He was the report's chief creator, and the Constitution became successful on October 25, 1780, America's first since the forever official political race was to be held in 1789, and John Adams was one of those figures put on the polling firm. George Washington got the most noteworthy number of constituent votes and was chosen president. Adams got the second most elevated number of votes and was made the VP as per the constitutional arrangement set for official races around then. He was indeed made the VP following the 1792 political race. Adams was disappointed with his residencies as the VP as a large number of his perspectives on political and legitimate issues varied from those of President Washington. In 1796, he was chosen as the Federalist candidate for president. His adversaries were previous Secretary of State Thomas Jefferson of Virginia and Senator Aaron Burr of New York. Adams won barely with 71 electing votes against 68 for Jefferson, who turned into the VP. John Adams accepted office on March 4, 1797, as the second leader of the United States. During that time, Britain and France were at war and these struggles were causing impressive political troubles for the U.S. Adams needed the US government to avoid the European conflict, yet the French considered America to be Britain's lesser accomplice and started holding on to American vendor dispatches that were exchanging with the British. In request to construct political relations with the French, Adams' organization sent an American commission to France in July 1797 to arrange issues that were taking steps to break out into a conflict. The French, in any case, requested payoffs before formal arrangements could start, and this outraged the Americans, who left without arranging. This bombed exchange endeavor prompted an undeclared conflict called the Semi-War. The Quasi-War began in 1798, finished in 1800. Be that as it may, Adams' notoriety as the president declined significantly following this occasion, and he lost the reappointment in 1800. He was prevailed by Thomas Jefferson as the president. Significant works. John Adams assumed a significant part in the American Revolution and the country's freedom development. He was among the powerful men who convinced Congress to announce autonomy and helped Thomas Jefferson in drafting the Affirmation of Independence in 1776. He is credited for having composed the Massachusetts Constitution in 1780. The Constitution, which was coordinated into a design of parts, areas, and articles, filled in as a model for the Constitution of the United States of America, drafted 7 years after the fact. Individual life and legacy. He wedded Abigail Smith, his third cousin and the little girl of the Congregational clergyman Reverend William Smith, on October 25, 1764. The couple had 6 kids, including child John Quincy Adams, who later turned into the 6th leader of the United States. He passed on July 4, 1826, the 50th commemoration of the selection of the Statement of Independence.